Alright, today we're doing an ultimate review of Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. Mako is a B&M hypercoaster that opened on June 10th in 2016. As most of you know, B&Ms, especially B&M Hypers, are the epitome of airtime and smoothness. So what sets this one apart from the others? Let's start with the less important things and work up to the most important. The first reason is the lack of seatbelts on the clamshell restraints. Although this is a small thing, it does help improve the ride experience overall. Secondly, even though the setting is much better than many other hypers in the world, I don't think the setting improves the ride as much as people say. And before you jump to the ride experience, I think that the color scheme does really enhance the ride. Once you board the train, you go right into the lift hill, which is really fast, and on top of that, the park is almost always running two trains, which keeps the operations moving swiftly and quickly. You'll crest over the first drop and get some really nice floater airtime. The way that the drop's profiled, you almost get two drops. It feels similar to Sky Rush, just less intense. You'll then maneuver a ginormous hammerhead turnaround. You get a nice pop of floater airtime at the top and a little bit of G-force on the way coming down. You then go into the 5-second floater airtime hill. In the back, you get more airtime going down, and in the front, you get airtime going up. You'll maneuver another turnaround, which doesn't do much, but it has a good sense of speed, before hitting another airtime hill. Unfortunately, this airtime hill is trimmed, but it doesn't affect the airtime too much. You go right into another airtime hill, which is curved at the end, so it kind of chops your airtime, before going to a speed hill, which gives some good floater airtime. You rise up and slam into the mid-course brake run, which unfortunately does slow the train down quite a bit. Pretty much everything until this point is almost a flawless ride, especially when it comes to B&M. But after the mid-course brake run, it slows down a bit. The finale, although kind of lackluster, is really pretty and smooth, so it doesn't really take away from the ride experience, but it could have been better for sure. Besides everything that I said, nothing really stands apart from the other B&M hypers. So why do I think it's such a good ride? Because Mako was made in 2016, B&M was able to use higher technology to profile their drops, their turns, and their airtime hills better. The shape of these parabolic hills give you pretty much the most airtime you get on a roller coaster. It's also really hard to find a roller coaster that is butter smooth, but I'd say this is one of the smoothest roller coasters in the entire world. Although realistically, this ride doesn't really stand out from other B&M hypers, there's nothing wrong with the ride, and therefore, I'd say it's one of the best rides in the world. Now obviously, it's not going to come close to, modern RMCs or Intamins or even Tacomas, but especially for B&M, this is one great ride. SeaWorld may not be the best park in Florida, but it has some incredible roller coasters, and I would suggest checking them out, including Mako. Please like and subscribe so I make more of these.